feel so betrayed.
Okay, so as we start up, your characters, their adventure packs, most of their gear is not on them. It is in a set of lockers downstairs, and everybody is in a small waiting room, kind of a lounge. You're all here because you've taken there was an ad basically placed for odd jobs that this not quite noble, I guess you could say, is Aristocrat put out. So yeah, you're hanging out outside his office, and this would be the point where, like, everybody's just chilling. If you want to take the moment to introduce your character, then this would be it.
Girl. Yeah, okay. I guess I'll go first. Not quite ready to, like, start role-playing.
No. You do not. You never have to role-play as far as I'm concerned.
Okay. I mean, it'd be, if I'm more comfortable, I'll get be into it, but right now I'm just kind of like, this is my dude. Okay. So, my character is named Lock and Key. Or just Lock. They are, wait, what do I don't do I have to list what they are, or do I just, like, make a basic introduction, or what?
Just whatever you want. You could describe your character. You could say, my character, says this, and give just like a general description of how they act, whatever.
Okay. So they're a goofball.
I wonder where that was from.
No, nothing particular. They're a bit like, they're just kind of like a little bit too comfortable. Like they just kind of are sitting on a like a chair, just sort of like, and then all you can see is this hood. Like, you can't see their face, and all their skin's covered in clothing of some type. And they are, and their face is completely shrouded in their hood. But all you can see is like this white smile. And they're just chilling. They're just like oh, sorry, what did you say, Alex? They were gathered for like a why are they all
jobs? Odd jobs.
Odd jobs.
This aristocrat basically put out a help wanted ad for adventurers.
Okay.
And you three are the ones that actually got called back to say, like, yeah, we're going to bring you in about actually doing it.
All right, so we're like second interview. Nice. And it's like, so this is the motley crew that they've thrown together, or something like that. Sort of just observing quietly, but I wouldn't say not suspiciously. Like, that's just kind of the air they put out. But yeah, that's kind of like, they're not very revealing of everything about them right away. So they're just kind of like not going to give any information to this group of people until it's like, yeah, okay. Randy and Jess, arm wrestle for who's next. I don't care.
Alright, well, I guess I'll go next. So my Kenki is sitting on the back of his chair because he likes to be up high. And he is just kind of watching and seeing and analyzing, and his name is Cathis.
I love that name. Anything else you want to give? Or is that just...
Sure. Is that it, Fran, or did you have anything else?
I have no idea.
If that's all you feel comfortable with, we can go on.
Yeah.
All right, Jeff.
Your character doesn't actually have to say anything. You can just give a description of your character, or you can have them try to interact with somebody else or whatever.
Okay. My guy, I guess, is like a giant black raven or crow. So he's just kind of preening himself while he pokes around and looks around at everybody. How's that?
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, it's it's as little or as much as you're comfortable with, so that's totally fine.
Okay.
All right, Jess, come on.
Mine is sitting in a chair, looking quite amused. Her name is Ethelyn Arisath, but I don't expect any of you to remember that, so I'm just going to call her Eddie. And she's quite thirsty, most constantly, so she's sipping on something with ice and clicking her cup.
I took thirsty the wrong way.
No. Thirsty as in
I'm just like, what? I mean, that would be in character for Jessica, but...
Thanks.
Look at that bird over in the corner.
I'm hungry for some leg.
I'm gonna cross my legs and slightly scooch to the edge of my chair.
She's thirsty because she's water-based, I gotta know. I'm following along. I'm getting it. Okay, go on.
All right, so you guys are hanging out. Eventually, the office door opens. Some businessman scurries off, and from behind the desk, the guy's like, "Okay, you guys come in." So you go in. He has like his big ornate desk set up, and you all take a seat. And the entire room is themed with like turquoise wall panels and purple highlights. And this dude's I closed one of my windows. Everything has this turquoise with purple, accent theme, even down to the aristocrat's clothes. He goes by the name of Mr. Kensington, and you could say he looks like I don't remember his name, the critic from Ratatouille, but with a slightly wider face and shoulder-length curly black hair. And
basically,
huh?
That. He's got like a nose, and he's like, what's in the air?
He doesn't have quite the snooty atmosphere, but he does have this air of pride.
But he dresses eccentrically.
Not eccentric. Frivolous. He's just fancy.
He's a pop?
What?
Is he poppish?
I guess you could say that. A little bit. Not. I mean, he still has he's an aristocrat. He's rich, but he also has a certain amount of status.
Okay.
He's just not a noble because he doesn't have any political title. So he looks you over and he goes, "So, this is what we've got: a kenku, a mer person, and a." He looks at Bee and goes, "You okay? So." But before we get down to business, can I interest any of you in a drink? And he gestures to a bottle of wine and some glasses.
I'll take some water.
Kind of looks awkward and says, I will ask the assistant for that when she comes back.
I too would like some water.
Okay. All right, so as you know,
with a little slice of lemon, and maybe like just a bit of honey, and maybe some pepper on the side, like a little snack. You think we can do that? Yeah.
No. So, there is a chateau that has been owned by his family, that has been inaccessible for a long while. And finally, it has come to the point where he can use it again. It has been in a sort of no man's land for a long, long while. The deal is, you have to clear it out. There are plenty of bandits in the area and who knows what else. So instead of sending in a bunch of workers and trying to have guards to keep an eye on the place while they do their thing and who knows what havoc ensues, he'd rather just pay a group of adventurers to go clear the place out, be done with it, and then go in and get to work. The deal is, you need to clear the entire thing out, top to bottom, and you will get 2,000 gold to split amongst yourself as a reward, along with you get to keep anything you find in there. You can't destroy anything, though.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Is it haunted?
I don't know. He has the deed to this. It's been in his family for a long while, but nobody's been in there for about 150 years.
So, maybe a little haunted. I am kind of doing my character, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So that's it. I mean, it's in yeah, it's about 10 days travel. He's actually set up to have a cart and horse take you there. This is part of the deal, though. When you're done clearing it out, the driver has to go and inspect it to give the all clear before you come back. So you get there, you do your job, the driver gives it the all good, and then you come back and get paid. The driver gets killed, no deal. That he's the one who validates it, so whatever happens, don't let him die, okay? And again, no destroying stuff. The whole point here is to fix it up. If you're blowing holes through walls and whatnot, that'll actually be deducted from your pay.
But we can keep every little. We can't destroy it, but we can take it.
Essentially you can loot it. Like, who knows what's going to be left? Because again, in this no man's land, the only people who reside in the no man's land are bandits. Other than that, it's been annexed for any sort of civilization. You have merchants that'll travel through it, but nobody that actually lives there. So what you're going to find is questionable anyway.
So do we have to play bodyguard to the driver, or can he take care of himself?
50-50. Like, he's not going to help you clean out the chateau. He does have some defenses of his own. It's not his job to be fighting his way through here, though. It's mostly just to be a driver and have a checklist. So, if it comes down to him defending himself, he does have some, supplies, but anything you deal with there on the way there, that's your problem.
So we're on the way there. It's kind of an escort quest.
Not, well, a little bit, but
alrighty.
it's just don't expect the driver to be covering your ass or backing you up. That's not his job. That's really what it boils down to.
Oh, okay.
I have a proposal.
Okay.
Can we change the 2,000 to a number that's divisible by 3?
21 does.
18,000 is divisible by 3.
21.
And
we won't squabble over who gets more in front of your estate.
okay, no, sorry, my bad. Not 20,000, 2,000 gold. And
Oh, 20, sorry. 2,100, sorry.
yeah, that would work. that sounds nice, but no. Make me an offer and we'll see what we can do.
I offer you this.
All right. Let's see here.
Okay.
Where? Hold on, just a moment. This is the point where. Actually, I should just pull this out. B, do you have your shapes on you?
Yes.
Actually, before he said no, I should have asked you to do a persuasion check. So you're going to roll a 20.
Roll a 20.
Roll a d20, and then you get to add your
persuasion bonus.
Uh-huh.
All right. A 12.
Total?
Then, and my persuasion bonus is 3, so...
Total of 15? Okay. That's pretty good. He's not happy about it, and he goes, I mean, it looks like you guys are the best we could get, so sure, I guess you need it. Fine.
Sassy.
2,100. And his...
You're so sweet.
He's an he's an aristocrat, but his big thing is he does imports and exports from places normally outside of the kingdom. This is his sort of headquarters office for this area. He's offering you the ability to make purchases and get upgrades before you leave, if you like, as well.
Okay.
So, okay, good.
Pats him on the cheek.
All right. I'll consider that a handshake. And, yeah, let's see here. 10 days there, 10 days back. And let's be generous and say we give you 10 days in case you need it. So I expect you back in about a month, and the carriage leaves in 1 day. Or the cart leaves in 1 day. Okay? All right. He gets up, he opens the door, and goes, that'll be all for now. Thank you.
See you, Winsington.
And what?
I said, bye, Winsington.
Kensington. All right, so downstairs is where you get to collect your equipment. You have a store there in case you want to purchase anything before you go. Besides the normal items, you also have... give me a moment to pull these up. Sorry, stand by. You can get a weapon strengthened or sharpened, which gives you temporary bonuses until that benefit wears off. And they have a stock of special arrowheads in, which can be affixed to regular arrows or bolts, so your bow or your crossbow will work. And they are extra light and extra. They have a much sharper head than a normal arrow would, so they do extra damage, and they're easier to aim, but they also deform easily. So they're really only useful against unarmored opponents.
I only have 5 things.
5 gold.
So I don't have any money to spend.
I got 10, which you got for 1 gold.
Let me see here.
Let's go to the mall. Shop till we drop.
don't know where the prices are for arrows. I'm sorry, give me a moment. Okay. The arrows you can get 10 for a gold piece. It is 5 gold pieces if you want to get something sharpened or strengthened. If something is sharpened, it does an additional 1 damage on hit. And if it is strengthened, that's what you would apply to anything other than a piercing or slashing weapon. It will decreases the chances of it breaking, increase the chances of it breaking something else if you're trying to do that, or if you're hitting, say, an enemy's armor. And yeah, that's about it.
How much gold was that?
5.
So basically, every time we use a weapon, there's a chance of it breaking?
No, not usually. If there were something that would cause it to break, certain types of attacks or armor can cause damage to a weapon, as well as a critical failure. If you attack an enemy and you roll a natural 1, not only do you miss, there's a chance that you can hurt yourself or damage your weapon. And you get enough of those, it can go and sometimes it can break your weapon outright, or it can make it kind of defunct. Like you put a good old ding in your blade, and then, you know, it just doesn't work the way it's supposed to.
Alright. So strength... Okay, so sharpen makes it do more damage.
Mm-hmm.
And strengthen means it has a higher chance of breaking armor. Is that what I gathered?
Correct.
Okay. So if I was to do both on my scimitar, it would cost 10 altogether, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's do strengthen on my scimitar.
All right. So you've got 5 gold now.
Each.
Pencil.
10. What do I add to the scimitar?
Well,
Plus 4 now?
you just... Wait, you did one of them or both of them?
I did 1.
Just the strengthening? Then it's nothing that you write on your end.
Okay.
It's just something that I'm going to track as you use it.
I'm going to put strengthen on there.
That's fine.
I'll take 10 arrows. You said there were 1 gold piece?
Correct.
So now I have 4.
I'll take 10 gold arrows. Or 10 arrows for 1 gold.
Okay.
Gold isn't that great for weapons.
So just keep track of the 10 arrows from your regular arrows. And,
What would you label these ones as?
They're actually high density aluminum.
10 HD arrows, got it.
Good enough. So they're extra sharp. They actually come in a little case you need to carry them in. This stops them from getting bent, as well as stops them. They're like literally razor sharp. If you were to carry them in a regular fletching case, it would cut it up. So if you're going to use the special arrows, let me know before you do.
Okay.
And then if there's any other supplies you want, in the player's handbook you have the adventuring gear table, and everything else there is listed. For now I'm going to say it's just the price that's there.
Alright. Adventuring gear table.
If you open up the bookmark, go to creating a character, then equipment, then adventuring gear. Under that is the adventuring gear table, and it has everything just listed out.
Yep, I see that. Okay. I do have a proficiency in herbalism, but I guess I need a herbalism kit to do that.
I think you're supposed to have gotten one when you built your character.
Okay, well, okay. Then I'll put that down in equipment.
Let me double check. I thought you were supposed to anyway. Well, say you do.
Okay. I wrote it down. Ooh, a crowbar.
Mm-hmm. Now you might want to check your pack and see if you already have one.
Hey, where do Kenkus go to get drinks?
It's a crowbar.
Oh God.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
And then I like nudge and I like elbow cat hiss like eh.
I'll nod my head approvingly.
Okay, so I mean, I look my explorer's pack. That tells me everything I have. Like I just copy and paste that. I don't see a crowbar.
Yeah. But the burglar's pack does have one.
Oh. So Cat has had that.
Yes.
Okay. So we are good on that. So my quarterstaff is like not very long, right? I mean, I'm like.
Oh boy, a quarterstaff. I think it's supposed to be like 4 or 5 feet.
It's more like a cane. Like it's not like a staff, but it's more like a cane or something.
Well,
or...
no, it's a staff. It's like a bow staff. I believe is supposed to be like 6 feet, but butts.
Butts.
Yes. Previously, they used to have a description of every weapon in the game, what it was and how it worked. But in here, they do not. They just have the definitions of the features. That sucks. Okay, give me a moment and I'll look it up. What technically is a quarterstaff?
You know what Rey has in the Star Wars movies?
I think so.
Oh, okay. That's pretty long.
Okay.
What is water skin? What is that?
Oh, water skin is like a water bottle.
A water bottle.
Oh, okay.
Except,
a ladder filled with water.
yeah, it's something that's been treated and sealed so it'll hold water and.
So okay, so I noticed one of the items is a whetstone. Do I need to have a proficiency in sharpening or something like that to use it? Or
no, you're gonna have your whetstone is basically just gonna be for general maintenance. If I guess you could say that when you take a short or a long rest, it's assumed that you would make sure that the edge on your blade is good. But if you didn't have one, then you wouldn't be able to do that. And if you did have a proficiency with metallurgy or smithing or something like that, you might be able to give yourself a temporary bonus to your weapon.
let me go ahead and grab a whetstone then. I don't, because I don't have one. I don't have one.
I don't know, but your blade is not going to get dull very quickly.
Okay.
And you got it hardened anyway, right?
Strengthened, yeah.
Okay, so then it's actually going to take your blade is not going to get dull until that strengthening wears off, and even then, it takes a fair amount of time unless it is somehow damaged or blunted before you would need to sharpen it anyway.
a shovel? Does anyone have a shovel?
If anybody has the Adventurer's Pack, I think it comes with it.
I have the Burglar's Pack, but that's...
The Dungeoneer's Pack.
Dungeoneer's Pack, Crowbar, Hammer, Pythons. And B, you have the Explorer's Pack?
Yeah.
I thought one of these came with a shovel.
Can I get a shovel?
Yeah, of course you can get a shovel.
I want to get the shovel.
Okay.
I have 3 gold, and I have a shovel. And her name's Beaver.
I seriously thought one of these had a shovel. My dumb.
Maybe
Where are we
it's
staying before we leave tomorrow?
Also, what about food preserves and all that? Like, we have a mess kit. Does that have enough? Oh, wait, that has enough. 10 days of rations. Okay. So
Everybody's pack has a certain number of rations.
I got 10 days, so I might need to look at getting. If we're going to be away for 30, maybe I should. How much do the extra rations cost?
Now, trail rations are... Keep in mind that, like, some of you have the ability to forage. Specifically B, I believe you do.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Um...
Then never mind. I'll just eat a mushroom that doesn't look suspicious at all.
Let's see here. It's either going to be 1 days of rations is 5 silver pieces, so half a gold.
What happens if we don't, like, could we split the rations up for, like, or does that weaken us, or what?
You can stretch them if you want. Let's see here. If you eat, like, let's say a half day's rations, you can use that. You are going to have 1 level of exhaustion as long as you have a half day's rations. As soon as you have a full day's rations, that goes away. And if you have nothing, if you start starving yourself, you get exhaustion for every day that you don't eat, plus you start getting negatives to things and you can't heal. The flip side, if you're well fed, you will actually heal better than you normally would.
I guess if I can forage, then I guess I'll just rely on that.
You can, mind you, do this for everybody in the group. You just need to take longer to do it.
Alright. Your lives are in my hands.
That's terrifying.
And as for your question of where do you stay, you can find an inn, you can assume that you stay wherever you've been staying, or you could just head out today. It's about, let's say, late morning approaching noon.
No point in wasting rations. Let's go.
Or maybe we can just eat here first, and then maybe because as Benson's honored guests, we'll probably get a free meal.
You wouldn't, but you can get discounts on meals. If you ate at the shop, you would get a decent meal for 3 silver. Or no, you get a decent meal for 5 copper pieces, so half a silver.
I say let's do that. But we don't have to use today for ration.
There you go.
I'm down.
Pancakes, 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 pancakes.
What are pancakes?
They're cakes. Or what I hear in legend.
I mean,
All right, so what do I have to subtract? How many golds? How many silvers in a?
most things scale by 10. You have 10 silvers in a gold. You have 10 coppers in a silver.
So you said it was 3 copper, 5 copper.
5 copper for a decent meal.
So that leaves me with 5 copper and math. I didn't sign up for math. And 9 silver. I think that's right, and then 2 gold. Hey, look at that! I figured it out.
I have no idea what mine is.
You just -1, make 1 9, make 1 5.
Okay.
So it'd be 4 9 5.
Or more like 4? No, 3 9 5 since an arrow was bought, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, 10 arrows, not a singular arrow.
I'm sorry, yes, you are correct.
Alright.
Did you math it, Brandy?
I think so, because I bought an arrow. I had 15 gold, which brings me down to 14 gold, which should bring me down to 13 gold, 9 silver, and 5 copper.
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is EP and
Okay, platinum pieces is PP, and that's the same thing as scale of 10. So, 10 copper become a silver, 10 silver become a gold, 10 gold become a platinum. And the EP is electrum pieces, which are not oftenly used because they're a pain in the ass. But they're a halfway point between silver and gold. Electrum is literally an alloy between the two. So an electrum piece is 5 silver, and 5 electrum make 1 gold. Unless you have a reason to, don't fucking bother with them. They're kind of stupid unless you have somebody who gives you change in that or is specifically asking for them. Because yes, sometimes that happens.
And Master will kill you.
I won't do shit. They're just a pain to work with. That's your choice.
So now that our bellies are all full.
Did you enjoy your pancakes, Locke?
So I guess the question is, do we want to... So what time is it now? After.
Okay, so you figure it was like just a little before noon. By the time you finish buying everything and having your meal, it's like between 1 to 2 in the afternoon, like, early afternoon.
Now did we?
We should head out. Not waste daylight.
Chime in, Jess.
Oh. Well, I originally voted for heading out anyway, so.
Oh, well then we shall head out. Where's our driver? I want to meet our driver.
Okay. You go to the clerk at the shop, and you say you're ready to depart. He's out running an errand, so it's going to be 1 hour more. Is that okay?
I guess.
All right. They overestimated. He gets there in a half an hour. And it's basically one of these just like flatbed carts with little rails on the sides to help stop crates and such from falling out. Being pulled by a single large horse, and he has a little bench seat up front, and he kind of looks like Mr. Clean wearing padded armor. And
Yes.
he says, "Hello,
What's your-
I'm Wesley. I'll be taking you along, and you know, if you have any questions, then I guess let me know."
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to your vengeful horse. What's your name?
It flips its tail.
Aw, you. I start petting the horse.
Okay.
Can I call shotgun?
Yes, you can. In fact,
I want to ride the horse.
no.
More room for me in the back.
No.
He is adamantly against it.
Aw.
He makes it clear he's not trying to be mean. It will make it hard for him to see and drive.
I look deep into the horse's eyes and I'm like, and I pet it with a hand drifting on its neck, and then I just slunk over to the back of the cart.
Okay. And it's about 6 feet wide and 10 feet long. So there's enough room for who took shotgun?
Me?
Cat hiss. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So you guys set out. You're leaving from a small town. It's it's a decent size, but it doesn't have a ton of people, and it's toward the northern edge of this kingdom. You're going through a few plains, and it's kind of like in a not quite a valley, but an area that's just been cleared out for some agriculture, and it's just pretty level at first, and it transitions after 15-20 minutes into a sparse forest, not nearly as dense as the image that you've got in front of you. And the first day is slow going and passes without consequence. Not that it's too big a deal, because you're basically running on a half a day anyway. How long do you want to keep going during the night before you... Or once it gets dark, how long do you keep going before you set up camp?
I asked Wesley that question.
You what?
Wesley, the guy who's doing it, he would probably know best, right?
Mm-hmm.
I asked Wesley, when should we, take a break?
I mean, the weather seems decent. There shouldn't be any problems. Do you...
No spooky movies out there gonna bounce on us and be like, where?
I mean, there's always a chance. I mean, nothing's too bad around here, but once you hit, the demilitarized zone, then it's going to become a bit more of a problem. But we still can only go so far before, we got to take a rest. And my horse has to breathe and eat at some point.
I say...
Michael. He says his horse is Michael. Michael has to breathe and eat at some point.
Mikey! Guys, we gotta think of Mikey. We have to consider Mikey's... Mikey, how you doing up there?
He does have like a little pole that comes off the I can't think of it, the thing around the horse that has a little lantern in it, so you can keep going at night, but it is going to be slow going.
I say we pull over as soon as the sun goes below the horizon.
So basically, just after sunset.
Okay.
Or we can see what we're doing when we're setting up our camp.
All right. So you set up camp. We're going to assume that B, do you forage for everyone?
Can I bring Mikey?
Oh, God.
That would be ill-advised.
I guess, yes.
Okay.
I want to forge.
Roll a survival check.
With the 20?
Yeah, all the checks are performed with a d20.
Okay. I got the little dot. It's either a 6 or a 9. Is it?
The dot is on the bottom.
It's a 6.
Okay, it's a 6, and then, according to this, you do not have proficiency with survival, but that uses wisdom, which is a +4, so that makes it 10. You find enough stuff to, like, make dinner. It isn't great, but it'll do.
I hope you guys like mud cover roots, because that's what we're having.
And everybody's wearing light armor, right?
Yes.
Okay. So, you can, if you want, sleep in your armor. Does anybody have bedrolls in their adventuring gear?
I do. I have one bedroll.
Okay. A bedroll is basically like a sleeping bag.
Okay.
Looks like the burglar's pack does not.
I don't think I do.
Bonk buddies.
And the Dungeoneer's pack does not. So,
Trip buddies.
I mean,
Trying to get cozy.
if you want to try, well, actually, no. Okay, it depends on whether you're sleeping in your armor, and it really doesn't matter that much. You can sleep on the cart. You can sleep in the bedroll if you want, or on it. And at this
I'll
point,
sleep under the cart.
under, okay, that'll work too. Light armor you can sleep in.
What about leather armor?
I think leather armor is classified as light.
Okay.
Let me check.
I would assume it was light, but not sure.
That's what I thought it was, armor.
Padded leather and studded leather are all listed as light armor.
Right.
You let's see here. I believe in light armor you don't take any penalties to sleeping in it if you're in good condition. But if you are exhausted, you do not regain exhaustion when you sleep unless you take it off, or you need to make a save, something like that. And I don't know if you actually heal in it. So again, since everybody's healthy, it's not a problem. But just down the road, keep in mind that there are points where if you've been going for a really long while, you may need to take it off in order to get like a proper rest. And just so you know, it takes 1 minute to take it off and 1 minute to put it on. Which isn't much, but 1 minute is 10 rounds of combat. So if you're caught with your armor off, that's a bad time. Just saying.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sleep on the wagon, and I'm gonna keep my armor on.
Okay.
Now, what does a bedroll give me? Like, does it give me? Does it prevent anything, or?
What it would do is certain things like, well, first off, if there was really a situation, it depends, like whether you're out in the middle of nowhere or in a dungeon. B, you could try and make a survival check, and you would actually have a better chance of sleeping without the bedroll. Actually, hold on, let me see. Nobody else has survival anyway. Everybody could try and make a survival check to just, like, construct something. The bedroll is just basically a sleeping bag and a little bit of a mattress, like, you know, one of those, almost like a foam yoga mat would be the equivalent today. Something to make it a little cushy and keep you warm. In harsh environments, it matters more. It would allow you to get a better rest if you have certain levels of exhaustion, or if you're trying to heal up depending upon other things. It depends. I mean, again, in this in this situation, it doesn't impact it much.
Okay. Now, I do want to. This was something you said, that every animal that. What would qualify as quality time with Michael. Like with
Okay.
what do I need to do for that? Because that's kind of what you said anyway.
Okay, so if you wanna learn about Michael and become a horse down the road, what you would do is whenever you guys stop for a rest or setting up camp or whatever, you would probably be the one to feed him and just take care of him, which of course Wesley wouldn't care about because it's like, I don't need to feed the horse. Sure, go ahead, I'm fucking whatever. And that. Yeah, and that's about it.
Does that mean if you change into Michael,
Can I brush his fur?
if you were to change into a pony, you could also pull the cart as well when you get there twice as fast?
I don't have that ability yet.
Yeah, B doesn't get that till level 2. You would also need the tackle to hook up B. I think B can only change into an animal for 1 hour? And it would only be a matter of getting there twice as fast if you were being pushed at like a full run, because the cart fully loaded is more than enough for Michael to handle on his own.
Okay.
He's a draft horse, right? Probably Clydesdale.
Not like a full Clydesdale, but a big horse.
Big
Big
boy.
and fluffy.
Yeah, big boy. Yes. Brush him, feed him, give him some of my foraging treats.
Okay. And if you want to see how well you get along with him, go ahead and roll a handle animal check. And whatever you... Well, go ahead and make the roll. 4.
So,
Michael, no likey.
Now,
or 10.
10 total, and then you can add another 1 for the treat. So, like, he's happy, it's cool. He's just chill about it. He isn't revolted or excited or one way or the other. He's just like, okay, treat, yay.
Best friends forever. Basically, I got what I needed from him, right?
You keep doing this as you travel, and you'll have it, like, in a day or two.
I'm just gonna go like.
And also, some of the stuff from your background could also technically count, or your backstory, I should say, could count as towards some of your shapes as well. We will need to discuss that at another time, but I'm just saying that's a possibility.
Alright. Alright.
Is there water or a stream nearby?
There's something, we'll say, that with foraging, B was able to find that.
I found drippings from a leaf.
Yeah.
Enjoy.
Like maybe you found a pond. Like it's like it's water. It's not the best. It's it has a little bit of that green stuff in it, but it's like
Just considered anything that's swimming in there as some added protein. Delicious.
Is there something you're specifically trying to do?
No, I was just curious.
Okay. Alright, so...
I do have my level 1 spell that's like create water. Can I make sure everyone's well hydrated throughout the trip?
You can do that, and you are allowed to cast that once per long rest, I believe. Jess?
I don't remember. I'm looking at my thing.
Oh, okay.
It's not a cantrip, so it's like the level 1.
Okay.
Is this what we're doing? Counting as a long rest?
Yes, when you sleep for the night, that's a long rest. And,
So I have a spell called Speak with Animals. That's sleep.
Are you gonna have yourself a conversation with Michael?
Yes, you can use every time you cast that lasts for 10 minutes, so you can have a 10-minute conversation with Michael. And you can cast that twice since you have 2 spell slots, Plus, if you look at
There's
this,
also animal friendship. I also have animal friendship. My friend.
that he already regards you as like generally friendly, so that wouldn't do much.
Okay. Alright. Okay.
So you could use that twice to speak with Michael up to 20 minutes. Plus, if you look at the details for Speak with Animal, it has that little thing next to the description that says ritual.
Uh-huh.
Anything that is a ritual spell you can cast without using a spell slot, but it takes you a 10-minute procedure to do so. So you could technically spend 10 minutes performing the ritual so you could speak with Animal, then you get 10 minutes to talk with him, spend a spell slot, get another 10, spend a spell slot, get another 10, get a total of a half an hour.
Okay. Let's do the 10. Here, I'm still trying to find the frickin' page with the spell. Speak with plants. No, not it.
Should be right in front of it.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Let me just do the one first.
Okay.
The ritual. That's kind of what I do.
Okay, so the ritual, you spend 10 minutes performing whatever it is. You know, toss some rocks around, dance in front of the fire. I don't know. And then after that, you get another 10 minutes where you can actually speak with Michael.
So, Michael, can I call you Mikey?
Okay.
So, have you noticed anything weird traveling up and down this road or anything like that?
Not really.
You ever run into any bandits or anything like that?
We haven't yet.
What about in the past?
I've never been here before.
Oh, so you're new.
No. We go around town, and sometimes to the other town, but never up here.
Why not?
I don't know. I just go where the boss. I go where the boss takes me.
Does he treat you right? Does he give you lots of food, belly rubs, the works?
I like the boss. He's a good guy.
Well, then I like him. Some weather, huh?
It's nice. I get a little hot, but I sweat and then I'm better.
Aww, you do that. You sweat like a good boy you are.
No flies. It's good.
Does your master seem nervous or anything, or is he just like chill?
No. He seems happy. Master's a good guy.
All right, so nothing getting his nerve on. So all good. Anything that has happened unusual or anything like that, or just everything's all fine and dandy?
People have been excited lately.
Have they now? Excited. Have you seen any reason for them to be excited about something?
They don't know, or he doesn't know.
Okay.
He explains that like people have been happy and they've been excited about something, but he doesn't understand what it is, and he hasn't seen anything.
You know if there's any like festivals or anything like that that happens around this time, or
he says, I don't think so. He's not exactly sure what a festival is.
oh, big, lots of people gather, big fun time party, lots of food, lots of drinks,
He
And,
does. Well, when I say that, I mean he doesn't know exactly what it is. Like he has a rough idea of the sort of event, but not specifically. He knows it's like a gathering. And no, he hasn't seen anything like that.
Alright, well, right before our little fun time ends here, Mikey, can you do me a favor?
What?
If you sense or see or anything that's unusual, or if something you might think that we might be in trouble, can you give us a signal?
I will let you know.
That's a good boy. Oh, kiss, kiss. Mwah, mwah.
Mikey's
Alright,
a
you
good
see-
boy. You can count on Mikey.
Yay, Mikey! Alright. I guess I'm done.
Okay. That seemed reasonably long enough.
You talk to a force weapon, rather.
You know, it's very... It's very humid. And he gets hot. That's a concern. Okay, then I guess I sleep in my bedroll with my armor.
Okay. So everybody, that's it for the night. Everybody lays down.
Yes, I'm under the cart in my armor.
I'm above.
Wait,
I'm next to Mike.
who? What with armor?
I said I'm under the cart with my armor.
Okay, so everybody's in their armor. One in a bedroll, one on the cart, one under the cart. Right?
Yes.
Where does Wesley sleep?
When the like the area he sits be long enough to hold him or something like that.
yeah, it would. It's a bench seat. It's 6 feet. He's actually a little bit short. He's like 5'4", so he's comfy there, and he has his own little bedroll. And nothing eventful happens during the night. Okay, so I'm assuming everybody just gets up and you start going again. And at this point, I'm going to use the bathroom and grab a beverage, and we'll take a quick break. Is that all right?
Sure. Right. Yeah.
Okay. So I'll be back in 5-10 minutes.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Oh, I didn't even see the camp that.
I drew it. I drew the 10.
Oh, cool! I love it. How you guys having fun?
Yeah, this is fun.
Yeah.
Ready to get my question?
Yes. Yeah, sorry, I just saw that. I made a swirly poo and it melted.
No, but I mean, like in your game. Like in
My game?
In our game, do you make bird poo or people poo?
Probably more bird, considering I'm like a giant bird.
So you have a cloaca, and that means that you both pee and poop at the same time.
Well, at least it's convenient. Let's just hope it's not like completely bird-like, to where I have no control over it. Because you scare me too much, and you're gonna get it just
Poor Wesley gets to sit next to the mess.
caca everywhere.
Wait, who scared me? I scare you?
No, I said don't scare me, or it's just gonna be everywhere.
Oh, okay.
You know, like if you scare a bird enough, it just shits itself.
We might be able to use that to our advantage.
Oh, it's a surprise! Poop!
I mean, you know, the beak is rather handle-like, and then I could like cock his legs.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Projectile shitting. Don't give me dirty looks while you're mid-clean. Just finish.
What does your character look like, Jess?
She's got algae green eyes, so almost neon green.
Wait, what?
She's got like algae green eyes, so they're almost like bright green.
Does she have like Tritons? Do they have like fish hair or human hair or what?
They have regular hair.
Okay. Do they have like fishy ears?
And what type
Sure.
of ears do fish have?
Like the fin ears, I guess. I want to say. Like
Okay.
She's got dark silver hair and light blue skin. And she's got some fins.
How does she
Like-
style her hair?
I don't know about that yet.
Would assume probably braided and back, considering she's a swimmer.
Yeah. A loose braid.
Loose braid. Okay.
And she's got like the fin things like on the backs of her calves.
Ah.
And maybe like between her fingers.
Webbing.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right.
Other than that, she's pretty human-y looking. She's kind of a little solid. She's not too thin.
Does she have a nose? Tritons have noses.
I
Yeah.
kind of pictured her kind of looking like the guy from Hellboy.
Oh, Abe.
Yeah.
No, she's more human than that.
Okay.
Does anybody else have to pee or re-beverage?
I brought a beverage with me.
I'm hungry, but I don't want to get up. It's like a rough sketch. I'm posting in Discord.
Oh, I like it.
Yay.
What are you drawing for Alex?
I don't know. Since he doesn't want his own insert character, I might. I don't know. Maybe just like the words DM or something like that. I don't know. What's your primary weapon, Brandy? Is it daggers? Are you stabby?
Pretty much.
Okay, stabby. What's your primary weapon, Jess?
Mine are also daggers. I
Oh,
also have a javelin though, so that might be something interesting to hold.
okay. Yeah, I'm just kind of designing those icon things. Da-da-da-da-da. Is that a puppy?
I'm watching a video.
Brandy.
Somebody's puppy is very upset that Belle's getting chased by the wolves. So he's whimpering and he's not happy and it's adorable.
She's just scratching. She's sending dirty memes.
Okay.
I'm sending that to Holly.
Son of a bitch. This is the second one today. I feel like I'm being tattled on when you send things to Holly. No, pardon me.
Excuse you.
I said pardon me.
We're gonna give you the javelin, since I don't know, making different things different. I think would be nice.
I'm hungry.
I'm hungry.
I'm not.
The girls finally go to sleep, Ran.
I think so. I need to go check on them, make sure they're covered, or I'll end up with 2 girls in my bed, and I don't want that.
Is she babysitting Lily on you for you?
She is. So she is the best.
What the heck? When do you babysit for Brandy? I'm listening. I'm waiting.
The scale is quite heavily perched on one side right now. But she knows that I'm here for her if she needs me.
I need you to watch the kids for a week.
God, I would love that. I just don't think my kids would be okay with that. They're such homebodies.
Especially Perrin.
He is. He's my little homebody. I think he's growing again.
Again.
Like yesterday, he was pretty much in tears all day. For absolutely no reason. I'm just like, what is going on with you? And then when his head hit the pillow at about 9, he was literally out before I could kiss him goodnight after I put him in bed, put Zoe in bed, put Lily in bed, kiss Lily, kiss Zoe, and then I went to kiss him and he was already asleep. So he was just fucking out.
Okay, I'm back.
Here's another update sketch for you guys in Discord.
Oh, look at your thank-you.
I love him!
A little gold pouch.
Yes.
I was just gonna like decorate with things. I didn't know what I should do for Eddie, so I just kind of like, oh, bubbles and seashells. But you guys can like let me know what you want around the ring. Like I still got to think of one more because those were supposed to be gold coins. So let me know what you want.
Well,
What's yours one look like?
Eddie's a warlock who uses the crack, and you can put tentacles in there.
Tentacles!
Ah. Giving her like a little squirmy pat on the head. All right, cool. All right, that gives me a lot. What about you? What about you, Cat Hiss? What do you like? Anything?
Cat Hiss is addicted to shiny things.
Shiny things. I'm just gonna write down shiny things. I will put shiny things. Alrighty.
Should it be Cat Hiss, or should you be called?
Well, I'm not making that noise, especially this late at night with my cat next to me.
Ah, okay.
Cat Hiss for short. Nickname can be longer or just as long as the original.
Say what?
A nickname can be longer or just as long as the original name.
Depends. Some people have nicknames that aren't so much nicknames as they are alternate names, but...
Yeah.
Alright, so, is everybody ready to keep rolling? Are we all set?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Everybody's... okay. So, you set out the next day. Voice. I don't know what it is. Every once in a while, like, background noise gets really loud, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then it just goes away. Okay.
Is it from one of us, or?
I don't know. I think it might be myself. Because it seems to get quiet when I mute my own mic, but I don't know why I would be hearing that.
I'm not hearing anything. I hear a fan, but I don't hear anything unusual.
Yeah, it's almost like I'm getting reverb from my own background noise, but I don't get why. I don't know. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Okay, so I need to find some place to just stick them in the corner for now. Good. So you set out shortly after daybreak. Unless there's anything special you want to do, nothing much happens. Same procedure, set up camp when it starts getting dark.
Yep.
Okay. B, roll a survival check.
Six. So, a 10.
A 10. Okay, so same as the day before. It's just kind of whatever. Nothing special.
I found grubs.
Yeah.
Get your grub on.
I'm sure that would make me happy.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah, I totally had you in mind the whole time. Totally planned from the beginning, huh?
And the fishwoman would probably like it.
Maybe.
Just don't look them in the eye.
Yeah. So.
You'll start feeling fever.
Anything in particular you do before turning in? No.
Mm-mm.
Well, maybe I can ask. What's his name? Wesley.
Uh-huh.
So I guess I want to ask him, like, was there any kind of celebration going around over here, or
No.
no festival or shindig or party? Let's go party.
No. I mean, like, there's not really anything out in the demilitarized zone. Or do you mean back in town?
Back in town.
No. I mean, is there a reason you ask?
Had a chat with your horse.
Okay.
Mikey says that, well, he likes you. So
Oh, that's
kinda
nice. That's
he says
good.
that
Thank
people
you.
he says that people have been kind of excited. And I want to know, like, oh, it must be a party, right? That's what people are excited for.
No. I mean, the big news is about the you know, the part of the repeal of the demilitarized zone.
Repeal.
Um,
Was this explained to me and I just forgot?
no.
Okay.
Make a history check, and anybody else who wants to do so may.
16 plus 4, 20.
Okay, perfect. So, you know that... Give me a moment to pull this up. Okay, so a long while back, you are in the kingdom called Gartrum.
Bertram.
And to the north is a kingdom called Serranos. And about 150 years ago, there was a big war between the two. Eventually, everything... Or it was actually longer than that. It went on for quite a while, and when it's wound down, it was kind of a petty battle. It came to peace talks, and they signed a treaties, and they annexed a large swath of land between the two kingdoms, which was the no man's land, essentially a demilitarized zone that officially was not possessed by any kingdom or company, or it was literally just a dead zone. The only thing that passes through it are merchants, travelers, anything like that. Nobody's allowed
So
to...
it's
Huh?
like a state zone.
It's more just a buffer area to make sure that there was no reason to start like getting at odds with each other again.
Okay, so it's just travel only zone.
Yeah, you're only allowed to go through there if you're passing through. You aren't allowed to set up any buildings. You aren't even allowed to have troops through the area. So it's literally like a no man's land, like a that's one of the reasons why the only people you find out there are bandits, lawbreakers.
No good ruffians.
Yeah, and as things have been going on, good relations have been forming between these two kingdoms. So they're slowly taking the no man's land and partitioning it out through negotiations to make it usable again. And they're determining who gets what. And recently there was a large amount of land that was annexed between the two kingdoms, kind of cut up, and it's going to be usable again. And this is part of the reason that you're going out there. This chateau that belongs to Mr. Kensington is that's why it's been derelict for so long, is because his family owns it by right, they own it, but because nobody was allowed to do anything with that for so long, it just sat there. And recently it was on a parcel, or a large area. It's on a parcel of land. It is a parcel of land. But now that part is under the Serrano's kingdom. And he's excited to take it back and use it essentially as a relay point for trading and for his business. Which is why they need to clear it out and make it usable again. And just to be clear, the chateau is more than just a mansion, or it's like a fortified mansion. It was a place already that was not quite a stronghold or a fortress, and not quite a mansion. It's a little bit in between the two.
I would say it's like a mansion, but it has like rooms for the servants. Has it's like a stay away, like another place to live and kind of established itself.
Well, kind of, but it does actually have like battlements and guard barracks, and it's there isn't much. I mean,
so a mansion with defensive buildings.
Yes, it isn't a full stronghold, and it isn't a plain mansion. It's a little bit in between the two.
Okay.
So it's kind of a big deal because, it gives him a place to hold supplies, to make drop-offs for his merchants. But beyond that, a lot of people are getting excited because now some of the area to the north, part of that is Serranos. Some of this is, going back to Gartrum, and it means that they're going to be able to expand. And part of it is just peaceful relations to the kingdom, or the kingdoms, knowing that they're getting along again.
All right.
Camp butt.
I'm a one-trick pony, okay? Okay, so that's...
Leave your ass on everything.
I made my mark. Okay, so, alright, so... I would say that, we got some information out of that. Why haven't you personally ever been up here?
Oh, most of the trading that he does is, or most of the work he does, is running errands around either the town or to nearby towns and villages. Going through the no man's land is something for large caravans, for guarded troops. He's basically just a driver and a courier. He's not used to, you know, he'll take a cart full of boxes somewhere. He won't. He has no reason usually to go and run all the way out here.
Okay. So this is like his first time adventuring like past this.
North, yeah.
So he doesn't have any knowledge of this land or anything like that. He's basically as new to this area as we are.
Basically, I mean, you guys are going down a road. He knows roughly where everything is. He can get you there. But other than that, it's just kind of, you know, he's taken a trip once up to the area of Serranos, but he's never been there on business. Jess, did you have a question?
So is he wary or like concerned?
Not really. I mean, like, it's one of those things where, you know, every once in a while you do have more wildlife out here. And you do get bandits once in a while, but it's not a huge deal. And it's not like, you know, if he was transporting a ton of cargo, then that might be an issue, but it's just you guys.
And we're worthless.
Well, why are bandits gonna, you know, their whole thing is usually to try and jump merchants. If you have just, like, a band of travelers going through, it's, man, why are we gonna bother? It's literally, it's not worth their time. They might lose a few men, and then, you know, now coming on the way back, depending upon what you find, that might be a different story. But going out there, he has no reason to worry about it.
Okay. Cool. Cool. Alright, I guess, well, I just put my hand on his shoulder. I hope we don't get you killed accidentally.
I don't see why that would be an issue. He's just the driver. He's not going in the mansion until the checkout, so, or the chateau.
I mean, because we won't get the room. So that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Really, please stay alive.
Okay.
On to anyway.
Well, now he's wary.
Not too much, considering Bee's mannerisms thus far. He's just like, oh, that crazy person. The walking mummy, you know, no big deal. So, everybody lays down?
Yes.
Alright. The night passes uneventfully. Same deal.
Oh, and I also feed and pet then. Do stuff with Mikey.
Okay, yeah. Before you set out, you know, you give him some pets, give him his grain bag, and, you know, brush his tail, I don't know.
Give him a kiss. Mwah!
He seems happy.
Yay. Okay, next day.
Okay. Is there anything you want to do while you're on the road?
I spy with my little eye something that is hairy.
Wesley looks at you and he says, "It's probably not me."
Nobody wants to guess? Nobody? How about you, Eddie? Lights over.
Harry?
Harry, you know. Come on, there's literally 5 of us out here.
Is it Mikey?
Yeah! Look at you, figuring things out. So, Eddie, where are you from? What's your story? Tell me what's going on. Do you know what I mean, Goyle?
And he looks at you and raises her eyebrows. It's too early for this walk.
Okay, so most of the day passes uneventfully. You hit nightfall. B, roll a survival check.
Another 6.
Are there any rivers? Maybe I could go fishing.
I wonder if
Well, anybody else can go ahead and make a survival check as well if they want.
Sure.
Okay.
I mean, 10 again. It means that we don't die, but maybe I should check to
I'm
see
really
if
tired
dice,
of Ruby Rub.
would this be a time to check to see if my dice is balanced or something like that? Since I got 3 6s like that.
I mean, if you want. You do have 2 d20s in there, mind you. So, if you want to try the other one. Yeah, if anybody else wants to make a survival check, go ahead. And that's you roll the d20, and I don't think anybody has proficiency in survival. So you just, whatever number you get, you add your wisdom modifier to it.
So I got a 12.
Okay.
Your wisdom modifier?
Yeah.
Also the little plus number?
Uh-huh.
Saving throw? No.
Okay, I got a 13.
Wisdom
Okay.
modifier.
Okay, so you have your wisdom, and you have a big number, and then I think for you guys the wisdom mod. Hold on, let me check a character sheet. The wisdom modifier is in a little bubble below it.
Okay.
So whenever
I
you
got
make
a 12, so that means 14.
okay, so yeah, B finds some grubs and leaves. Whoever got the 13 finds like some radishes, and whoever got the 14 has like some apples and berries.
Okay.
Slimy, that's fine. I just kind of take a lick of grub and I just like.
And I'm going to sit with my back to her and eat my radishes.
Mom, did you want an apple?
Oh, well, thank you. Would you like a grub?
No, I'll pass on the grub. Here, have an extra apple for Mikey.
I take the apple from her and I run over like a crab walk. I'm like, this is from me.
Mikey takes it happily.
Yay!
He still seems quite pleased with you.
Yay!
Run, Mikey. It's
I
a
just
trap.
I look in Mikey's eyes.
So dinner's done. You guys laying down for bed again, or is anything happening? That's it?
Yeah, I can't think of anything else.
Okay. And some of this is redundant, but it's the thing, just like give you the opportunity, like each day if you want to do something, okay? So that's... Okay, the night passes uneventfully. You get up the next morning, you take off, and as you're traveling, the trail is, it's still a road, but the forest is significantly getting more dense. And that's because you've left the range of the kingdom, and you're now getting into the official, like, no man's land.
So it's becoming more foresty.
Uh-huh.
Less clearing, just more.
More can't butt like.
You have, yeah, you have the road, You have a little bit of like a buffer of, I don't know, 5-6 feet of grass on either side, and then the rest of it looks like the background picture. Without the squiggles.
Okay.
Oh, dang it. There we are.
Let's sing a song. Let's road trip without sing along. Oh, 3,000 bottles of beer on the wall, 3,000 bottles of beer. Take one down and pass it around. 1,999 bottles of beer on the wall.
Go ahead and roll a performance check for that.
Oh.
Putting you on the spot.
Okay. Got 13, I guess, because I won.
Okay. So you
Better
carry.
than average.
Yeah. You carry a tune. And it's not bad.
It doesn't alert the wildlife.
No. You're singing, but you're not a Disney princess. Let's put it that way.
I could still have the wind blowing on me.
There is actually no wind.
Here. Cat, I need you to blow on my face.
Cat Hiss mimics taking a knife and sticking it into his chest and turning.
I think he likes my singing.
It goes right to his heart.
Okay. The day progresses uneventfully. Set up camp. Is there anything specific you're doing? Also, roll survival check or checks.
I'll do it.
I'll do it too. 18. So I got 22.
Okay.
Yeah.
Apparently, B found an abandoned vegetable garden from some, plot of land that was there once.
And we make it like a stew. We make a stew.
Is cooking a proficiency or something? Can we just do it? Wesley, do you know how to cook?
Somebody has a mess kit, right?
I do.
Okay, yeah, so you can set up a campfire and, let's see here, I guess that would be, make a intelligence check.
Okay.
What is in the Dungeoneer's pack?
So I got
As long as somebody has a mess kit, that's really all that matters.
I got 17 and intelligence, so I have 19.
Okay, so you make a pretty good vegetable stew then.
And our bellies are warm and full.
Yay.
What is 10 pitons?
Pythons. They let me.
I feel like I've asked this before. I did. Yeah, I did. You said that they're what they use to climb rocks.
Yeah, you stick them into rocks, walls, whatever, and that's what you secure rope to.
Sorry.
It's okay. So you get a good meal.
Share our meal with Wesley.
I just hope you like it.
He is thoroughly pleased to have something other than trail rations. He's quite excited.
I say, I put my blood, sweat, and tears in it. I just
It's
smile.
reasonably less excited.
He nods and he goes, and I appreciate it. Anything else before bed? And anybody,
I do a little powwow with Mikey.
Okay.
Powwow time with Mikey.
So you're just spending time with him, or you're actually trying to talk to him more?
let's give it one more night before I try to talk to him.
Okay. I'm assuming nobody does anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay. The night passes uneventfully. Take off the next morning, as per usual.
How many days are we left over there?
You are about halfway there. The weather's clear. There is no wind. And let's see here. Who's riding shotgun?
Me.
Brandy?
Cat scratch. Or cat hiss.
Cat scratch. Is that your unfortunate brother?
Yes.
Okay. It's actually Wesley who sees it first. He slows down. He just goes, oh crap. We got a stone bird. And,
Give him a
down...
box of crackers. He's probably just got the munchies.
It
What is a stone bird?
It kind of looks like a if you were to take one of the the like new dinosaur velociraptors that have like sparse feathers on them, but instead of the forearms they have like leathery wings. Instead of a raptor head they just have like a big angry skeleton chicken head. Not literally skeleton, but like gaunt. That's what it looks like. And it's about... I'm trying to find... I'm sorry. Bear with me for a second. Come on, guys. It's apparently not in the... Oh, it's small. So it's about... It's about 3 feet tall, 4 feet, somewhere around there. And it's in the middle of the road, picking at the carcass of a deer. Let's see here.
Isn't nature beautiful?
Yeah. Everybody roll a... Nobody actually has proficiency in nature. So everybody roll an intelligence check.
I got a 7.
I got a 7 too.
Goody.
So
So
9.
intelligence check?
You roll a d20 and then you add whatever your intelligence modifier is.
So 9.
9.
I have an 11.
Okay. You know that this the slang term for it is a stone bird. It's a cockatrice.
Oh,
Oh.
but don't look in its eyes.
No, different than a basilisk.
Oh, okay. Did they?
Basilisk is a
Okay, when
lizard
you-
thing.
Doesn't
And-
cockatrice count just critters to stone too?
Huh?
No, they can't turn people to stone, but their beak is like super razor sharp.
Okay.
No, it actually does have a stoning effect, but the beak.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. I know stuff. Okay. So, but is it triggered to the eyes? Is like even the eyes?
What?
How do we get petrified? Like, what happened?
It's the beak,
Oh, okay. It's got like venom or something like that.
basically.
Okay. All right. This is technically an animal, though, right?
Yes.
Can I try animal friendship?
Oh, she's gonna try to hug it.
You can. You can.
I mean, yeah. You're not really.
This is where if we were playing a video
What I
game,
gotta
I
do
would
to
stop and save.
This is gonna be the first spell I ever cast. So what am I? I guess second.
Give me a moment here to pull it up and make sure that we're going about this the right way. Bear with me, sorry.
And they're
Animal friendship. Okay. Shapes. No. Friendship. Range is 30 feet.
Is it about 30 feet? I need to get close to it.
You're going to need to get closer to it. He stopped it a ways out. It's about 200 feet off. They must be able to see and hear you. Yes, so you'll need to get close. Well, it'll see and hear you before it's within range. So you need to get within... You need to get 30 feet or closer to cast the spell.
How far away are we right now?
200 feet.
Okay.
He can. He's. Wesley's okay with bringing the cart closer, but probably not more than 100 feet.
All right, let's do that, and then I'll huff it.
Okay. So, let's see here. You start approaching it around 60, 50 feet off, like it's noticing you and it's eating. It's like it'll stop and it'll look up at you, and it'll go back and keep eating, and then it'll look up at you and go back and keep eating. Within the range of 50 to 40, it hisses and it stands there. As you pass the 40-foot mark, it starts walking towards you.
I do the Chris Pratt raptor thing.
Okay. It kind of like stops for a minute and then it like keeps walking towards you.
What do I need to do to cast the spell?
You literally just say that you cast it.
I cast it.
Okay. So it will work on it. Maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
It meets the qualifications. It meets the qualifications. Okay. Now, on your sheet, you should have a spell save DC in your spell section. What is that?
Spell save DC. Oh, I guess we never... Shit. Okay. Doesn't say anything.
You didn't fill that in? Alright. Yep. Okay. Sorry. I missed that. So your spellcasting ability is going to be Wisdom. Let me pull it up for you here. Classes, Druid. Your spell save DC is 8, plus your proficiency bonus, which is 2, plus your Wisdom modifier. So it's going to be 14. And your spell attack modifier is your proficiency bonus plus Wisdom, so that is just 6. But right now your save is 14 though, right? That's what we said. All right, so fill those in on your character sheet. Let's get back to the spell itself. And that's going to be Wisdom. Wisdom saving throw? Yep, okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it totally beefs it.
Did I make a new friend?
You made a new friend.
I go up to it and I give it a little pet on the head. Yeah, he's got what?
It clucks at you.
You're not bringing it.
Sorry, what? I can't understand Keg who. What? Bring the friend? Okay, let's bring the friend.
It is only allied with you, mind you, for 24 hours.
Oh, okay.
Bring the friend.
So I guess when basically right before we're about to so 24 hours. What point of the day is it right now?
Let's see here. You've been going for a while. It's probably about 3 in the afternoon.
All right. So, can it hang out with us overnight, and then can I just send it away in the morning?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, let's do that. That way we have hey, can you just let us know if anything weird happens or anything like that?
Okay. So you bring it along.
Wait a minute, I can talk with it, can I? Because I have another spot.
You do. Only for 10 minutes, though, and then after that you need to use a ritual whenever you want to do it again.
Okay, let's do Speak with Animals.
Okay.
What's your name?
What's the name?
What do other of your kind call you?
It just kind of does like a bah at you.
Well, bah! Have you noticed that? Is this a nice? Have you noticed any, other gangly figures such as us in these woods?
Sometimes. They don't like me.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't like them either.
Well, the thing is, they just, I don't know. They're kind of afraid of what you got going on your beak. That's all. They don't want to. They don't want to. They don't want to be like, oh, like that.
It just kind of looks at you and goes, okay.
Any camps around, or any of us gangly figures that have been hanging around here for a lot or something like that?
Screech wanders around a lot. I'm just going to say Screech for the simplicity of sparing my vocal cords.
Okay.
Screech wanders around a lot. They have kind of a hunting area. So it isn't necessarily... They aren't always in this spot. From what you can tell, they have a range, probably a maximum between 1 and 2 miles that they roam around within. And this is actually a bit south of where they normally are. They they run into bandits once in a while. Sometimes goblins. But for the most part, they don't see them that often. Most of the time, whenever they do, it's on the dirt.
On the road.
And yeah, he kicks at the road and he says, the dirt.
Dirt, okay. Do you know, I guess what I'm trying to get at, is there any, ambushes or bandit camps up ahead that he knows of?
No.
Okay. Well, Screech, this has been fun. Why don't you hang out with us for a night? I'll, maybe we'll give you a little food. But once the sun rises, I need you to hightail it out of here, okay?
Okay. He wants to know if he can have a bit more of his kill before you set out.
Oh, sure. No, we'll bring the thing along. Come on.
Bring the thing along.
Get on the way.
Okay.
And basically hold deer on the deer I just kind of maybe throw scraps of meat. Bonding like a friendship thing,
Well, there's a lot. He's willing to share.
Oh, sweet! Hear that, guys? We got meat. We got some nice, tasty meat.
How old is this meat? Is it like is he a
He just
carrion scavenger?
he just killed it.
Oh, okay.
The outside of it, the external of the deer is stone,
Oh.
but the insides
So
are still good.
You know what? Now that I think about it, if we eat it, we might actually, because poison tends to be like, it tends to be contagious. So you know what? I think I'm good too. Is that how that works?
Hold on. Okay. You guys can each make a survival check. That knowing about poisons and toxins can fall both under a survival check and a nature check. So make one of each and pick the higher one.
So make 3 rolls?
No, 2.
Oh.
Make one survival check, which is just going to be a wisdom, and one nature check, which is going to be intelligence.
Okay. So I got 17.
I got 17 too. It's my highest.
And, well, 17 plus 4. So, well over 20.
Okay, so there's actually, like, toxins are the general realm of things that are bad for you. Poisons are things that you eat, and venoms are things that are injected. And most venoms are harmless when eaten, especially when cooked.
Okay. So we can eat this, not have any setbacks.
Yes, and specifically basilisk venom, or not basilisk, cockatrice venom only affects the outside of the creature. If you're petrified by it, it won't kill you.
We're gonna look, guys, mining for flesh.
Your exterior will turn to stone for a while, and you'll be unable to move. But after about a day, you go back to normal. And this is why a cockatrice is able to eat what it kills, is because it hits it a few times, it turns to stone, and then it just starts picking it apart while it bleeds out.
Alright. I say we bring it in and hey, well fed. That kind of ensures that.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
Wait! Look, guys! I got us food!
Alright, so...
So I guess we're setting up camp now?
You travel the rest of the way just fine. Pardon me. You set up camp. You don't need to forage for anything unless you want, something to go with your venison.
I'm gonna go do. Can I do another survival check?
Sure.
A natural 20.
Same thing. You find all sorts of stuff.
Yay!
Pack some for the road.
Yeah, can we, is there anything that...
Yeah, you can totally do that. The fruits are only going to last about a day, and let's say you get some pears and some raspberries, root vegetables and tubers, potatoes, carrots, turnips. Those can last for a while. So if you want to stock up on those, then you can.
Let's eat nothing but potatoes for 3 months.
They will not keep that long.
Okay, well, let's stock up, but let's make it so that this whole trip that we have enough rations where we should be okay for the rest of the journey. That?
Let's see here. This is going to be the end of your 6th day. So we're going to have 4 left.
For the rest of them.
If you have, if you have venison tonight, and then the fruits first, and the other stuff after that, you will have enough to make it the rest of the trip. There.
Yay! Sweet! Look at that! Yay! I'm helping! So we don't have to worry about food now, and that was like a legit concern we had when we were leaving now. Yay!
Thank you, Rob.
No.
Okay, so you basically have a barbecue. On the rest of the journey there, Screech eats his fill and then is jumping around the cart, kind of amused that it's something that moves him without moving. And then everybody, I'm guessing everybody goes to sleep?
Yep.
Yes.
I mean, I bond with Mikey, bond with Screech, do that. Rub bubbles together, stuff like that.
Okay. So you lay down. Pardon me. Get up the next morning. Screech is a bit of a dingus. He fell asleep, but nothing happened. So you need to wake him up and tell him to hit the road.
All right, Screechy baby. You hope you had a fun night. I hope you, even though with the spell or whatever wears off, you'll remember the good times we had. Screech.
He screeches at you.
All right. I take out like a little tissue. I'll always remember you.
All right. So you hit the road again.
Yep.
The wind's picking up a bit. Other than that, everything is uneventful. It's a little bit cool. You set up camp. Again, you don't need to forage. Anything anybody does before going to sleep? No?
Yeah, we're good.
The night passes uneventfully. Another day down. Around 9 in the morning, heavy clouds start rolling over and it starts raining. Wesley is perturbed by this because he expected everything to be clear for this time of year. But whatever. Everybody just kind of...
Is it raining hard enough that it's gonna make the roads untravelable?
No. It's just wet and kind of cold, but it's not a big deal.
Didn't bring umbrellas, huh?
And what?
Was there any? Didn't bring any umbrellas, huh?
Nope. Nope.
Enjoy the rain.
I am so sorry. I wish I would cut.
Okay, well.
I enjoy the rain and I rub it all over my skin.
You go, girl.
Have a little outdoor shower.
We all know who wins all the future wet teacher contests.
Ha.
I'm the only one with no boobs, so...
Okay. The rest of the day passes uneventfully. The rain fades away by the time you hit nightfall. It's out. So the ground is damp, but you can still light a fire and get warmed up.
This time I will sleep on top of the cart.
Okay.
I will sleep snuggled up next to her on top of her.
Might be missing you.
It's wet.
Okay, the night is uneventful. The day's a little overcast. There's a bit of a breeze, but nothing specific happens.
On a side out of game note, do you think once we reach the chateau, we can stop for the night? Is that okay?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. You're going down the road, and you, let's see here. Let's see, it's Brandy's riding shotgun.
Yes.
How's everybody
Pooped all
else?
over that seat.
Huh?
Just pooped all over the seat and nobody else wants it now.
Do we, where's everybody else in relation on the cart?
Well, I wanted to be on Mikey, but I guess I've assumed I've been chilling out in the back with Eddie.
Yeah, Eddie's kind of leaning, maybe with her back towards Cat Hiss and Wesley.
Okay. So you're both on the in the cart looking backwards. Who's on the left and who's on the... If you're looking at the cart from above facing forward, who's on the left and who's on the right?
I guess I'm on the left.
You're on the left.
Sure.
And Eddie's on the right. Okay. From Eddie's side, two things burst out of the underbrush and slam into the side of the cart. They are the underbrush. It's like moving masses of vines in a vaguely humanoid shape. And they bash into the side of the cart, and everything sort of rocks. Like, Mikey panics for a second, Wesley calms him. Everybody roll for initiative.
Is it still a 20?
You roll a d20, and then your initiative is, as far as I know, for everybody, going to be your dex modifier. Your dexterity.
Okay. I got another 6. Yay!
It's at the bottom, right? 9?
Okay, so you got... That's a 9 total?
Oh, I rolled a 9, which is the lines at the bottom, you said, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna have 2 for dexterity, so 11.
Okay, you got 11.
So what is that? What's our initiative?
Well, it can be your dexterity modifier. You should also have a box towards the top of the page that just says initiative.
So do we use our dexterity or the initiative?
They should be the same at this point. I don't think anybody has anything that gives you a bonus to initiative.
My dexterity is different than my initiative.
I'm sorry, I should be saying dexterity modifier.
Oh, okay. Dexterity modifier.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I was confused.
It's fine.
So I have a 7. I guess I got 7.
You got 7 total?
We're boned.
I have 19.
Nice.
19 for Jess.
That's Brandy. Jess got 11.
And let's see here. And... Okay. So you basically have like 2 of these things. One is by the front wagon wheel on the right-hand side, basically right next to Eddie, and then another one by the back wagon wheel. So it is Jess's turn first. What do you
My
do?
turn, you mean like, what do I do? Okay.
What do you do?
I leap to my feet and surf on the cart as it's rolling and grab my javelin. And I ask, what the fuck are these things?
Well,
As a general, not to anybody, just...
what do you throw? Like, what do you throw your javelin? Like you have to make it like an action, right?
Or she can just, you know.
Yeah, so I don't want to throw it pretty preemptively, like...
Okay, then that's your turn. Brandy, go ahead.
So I would have one directly behind, like off to the behind of me.
Behind you and to the right. Yes.
Behind me to the right. I would probably reach for my rapier and go for its head.
Okay. you poke at it. You're going to roll your d20.
Okay.
And you are going to, with your rapier, it has a little under the attack bonus, a plus something.
Uh-huh.
You add that plus something to your roll.
Okay, so that makes it 16.
16 total. You hit it.
Yay!
Roll for damage.
The d20 still?
No, this is going to be whatever your damage bracket is for your rapier.
D8.
Okay, so you roll a d8, and then do you have something to add to it, or is it just a straight d8?
D8 plus 3p?
Okay, and that means piercing. So you're going to roll a d8, and then whatever the 8 is, you add 3 on top of it.
Well, I got an 8, so that makes it 11?
It has kind of a squishy center. You skewer it, and it goes limp.
Take that as a victory.
It's a juicy center. It feels like you're puncturing an orange.
Oh, interesting.
SqueakBee, your turn.
Can I do like a perception check to see if I can tell what these things are or anything like that?
Your best bet would be a nature check.
Okay.
So you roll a d20 and you add your intelligence.
Oh, my intelligence. Okay.
Intelligence modifier, sorry.
Okay. Okay, I guess I'll try that. So it's 13.
13 total? Okay.
Yeah.
These are, they're called a blight. There are different types of these. They show up in certain places. They essentially are like living foliage that feeds on blood.
Ooh. That's nasty.
Yay for kill.
My turn again?
No.
No, Blight's got a turn now. The other Blight, there's only two of them.
Yeah.
Right?
So the one at the back of the cart scrambles up on it and takes a swing at B.
Okay.
B, what is your AC?
12.
12. Okay, it hits. Pardon me while I claw through my dice, my chest of dice to find one that is sunk all the way to the bottom.
This is what I get for asking questions instead of,
Killing it.
Action. Take action and ask questions later.
It sticks you in the arm with like a little claw attack, and you take 2 points of damage.
So 2 hit points.
Yep. So you're at 8 right now.
Owie! Rude.
Where does that come out of? I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure I follow.
Okay, so at the top of your character sheet,
Uh-huh.
you have armor class, initiative, and speed, and just below that, you have a box that says current hit points. One is hit point maximum, and that is the total that you have right now. And then the box underneath is current hit points, and that is how many you have to keep track of, like, as you take damage.
Okay.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem. Always ask. So then it hits Wesley's turn, and he basically answers Jess's question, which is exactly what B just discovered. They're blights! They're sticks that drink blood! Okay. Jess, your turn.
I launch my javelin at the one that is leaped onto the cart.
Okay. You launch it or you stick it?
I stick it really good.
Okay.
Stick it to them!
So same thing, you roll a d20, and then whatever your attack bonus is for the javelin, you add that to the roll.
So I got a little 11, so plus 4, so 15.
Okay, that hits it. Now...
And then
your javelin is what, a d6 plus 2, is that right?
yeah.
So you're going to roll a d6, and then you just add 2 to it.
I got a 6, so 6 plus 2 is 8.
The exact same thing
Math
happens.
is not my strong.
You did it.
I did it.
Yay!
I high five cat hiss.
And I helped by holding one in place with my body.
Okay.
What's with that sigh?
Can
So-
we loot them?
I
Or sticks
mean,
and shit?
yeah, they're plant bits and juicy innards. If there's parts of them you want to take, you can do that.
Good, is it good eating?
It's good. Important question.
I mean, you know.
The sticks, not really. They're sticks.
The juicy stacks.
The insides, you could probably cook them up.
I am not trying that.
I'm good. We're good.
We have taters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, so can't loot them, can't do anything. It was basically just survive a thing.
Yeah. You killed them. That's about it. You know, drag the bodies along if you want. Otherwise, leave them there.
Okay. So is it camping time again?
Yes.
Away
Alright.
from the bodies.
So I want to heal myself. With now does sleeping heal automatically heal, or do I gotta use a spell?
Sleeping does heal.
Okay, then we're good.
Okay. So I'm guessing you just everybody has fruit for dinner, and you go to bed.
Yes.
Okay.
Hang out with Mikey.
Hang out with Mikey. Yes.
Very important.
All right. So when you're healing, B, you roll on your character sheet. It has a hit dice section. Underneath temporary hit points, it says hit dice, and it'll say total, which I think is 1d8.
Yes.
So you're allowed to roll 1d8, and then you add your Constitution modifier to that roll. So you're going to roll a d8 and then add 2. Well, since the minimum is going to be 3, you could just say you're full health, because you can't get any less than that, since you only took 2 hit points of damage.
So
So you're good.
You're just back at full health at this point. It doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Yay. Okay, cool.
Okay. Another day down. The breeze is up. It's a little bit crisp, and Wesley takes a road off the path. It goes through a denser part of the forest, and then it opens up. There are some abandoned fields there. They've been overgrown with weeds. You can still see that there are places where certain vegetables and wheat have continued to grow despite the overgrowth. There's actually a tree here or there. And there are even some scarecrows still up in the fields. Bear with me. And along the fields, down the road, you can see the chateau coming into the distance, from the distance. Sorry, having to look something up.
You're fine. One of those scarecrows comes alive, though, I'm gonna be upset.
They just want to dance for you.
I'll show them how to dance.
Oh, that's nice of you.
You are upset.
Oh no!
Oh no! You jinxed us.
You see one of them slowly turning to look at you as you're going through the field.
And that's where I shit myself. Like a bird.
I waved to it. Is it wave back? Is it wave back?
One moment. Just one moment.
I bet it waves back.
Still not gonna be friends with this one.
Scarecrows alive are never good.
What about the Wizard of Oz scarecrow? That was like the goodest of good.
Wizard of Oz terrified me.
If I only had a brain. Do 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 do.
If they would have burned him, they would have had heat.
Well, they never needed heat, did they? Maybe.
No, they did when the snow fell on the poppy field.
Well, that wasn't really cold snow. It was more like sleeping.
Opioids.
Yeah.
Oh good, it's drugged snow.
Is that one of the blights
I don't know, it's a thing with legs.
with high heel?
Yeah.
One of those blights that are kind of fancy.
Wait,
I mean,
what?
just because you're a bush with that drinks blood doesn't mean you can't treat yourself to a good time once in a while.
Okay. So, it does not wave back.
Aw.
It jumps down and starts running through the field towards you. Roll for initiative.
I put lotion on my hands, and then I closed my dice case, and now it's like...
So whatever we roll plus our initiative, right?
Correct.
So I got an 18.
I have 22.
Woo!
Yes! I have 7.
Woo!
And Jess got 7. Okay.
Just was stunned.
Just have a new piercing. Oh, Eddie got a new piercing.
Sorry, I'm still mathing. Bear with me. Okay. So the first one is going to be Brandy.
Huh?
It has just jumped down and is sprinting through the field towards you. It is 60 feet away.
Okay. I will shoot it with my short bow.
Okay.
And I will use a regular thing, not a high density
A
one.
regular arrow? Okay.
Yeah. So that's a D6.
Well, attack roll first.
Oh, attack roll first?
Yeah, roll a d20. And then add whatever your attack modifier is.
Attack
next to the short bow, it should have.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
So 19 plus 5.
Perfect. You definitely hit it.
Okay. So then I roll the 6 plus 3.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got a 5 plus 3 is 8.
Okay, hold on. You did 8 damage total?
Yeah.
Okay. B, it is your turn.
Alright. But it's still pretty far away.
It's 60 feet away.
What I can do. I guess I have Thorn Whip. That's a cantrip.
Okay.
What does that do? It's probably too far away for that to work.
What does it do, B? Okay, Thorn Whip, range 30 feet. So yeah.
Too far away. Okay, then I cast Shalaga on my quarterstaff.
Okay.
And
that increases its damage into hit, right?
It basically makes instead of strength, it makes wisdom.
The thing you use for okay.
Mm-hmm. And so I guess I just get it a battle. I don't have any range stuff right now.
All right.
Could have been a foresight, but oh well.
It's fine. Okay.
I'll just get ready. Just like make sure if I need to hit him, I can get a good time on it.
All right. The scarecrow closes distance. He's now 30 feet away. Jess, your turn.
Hold on, I'm reading what one of my spells says. Don't laugh at me. Oh, what intense music. Oh, no.
Still up to you, Eddie. Otherwise, we'll be even more convenient and Stop us from being even more inconvenient. It's up to you.
Okay, I'll throw my javelin at it.
Okay.
So which one do I roll? I roll
The D20 plus the attack modifier for the javelin.
I got 19.
Okay, so you definitely hit it.
And then I roll 6.
Mm-hmm.
And then 2 plus 2, so 4.
Okay. you give it a good old thump in the shoulder. Brandy, it is your turn again.
How far away is it now?
It's still 30 feet. It cannot move until its turn.
I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
So it's a D20.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so D20 plus...
Whatever the attack bonus is for the short bow.
attack bonus. Alright, so 19 plus 5.
You definitely hit it.
Okay. And then the D6 plus 3. Wrong one. That was the D8. Six.
6.
So 9.
9. Okay. B, your turn.
All right, so it's 30 feet away.
Correct.
Now I can cast Thorn Whip,
Yep.
and I do that, and I'm like, whoop-ah!
Creature in range.
Like Spider-Man. And that's how that works.
Okay, so you melee spell attack against the target. So this is going to be a, you know how in your spell section you have that spell attack modifier?
Spell attack bonus?
Yes. It's like a +6, I think?
Yes, +6.
Okay, so you're going to roll your d20, you're going to add that to your attack.
11.
You hit it.
I got a 5. Oh, yay!
Barely.
Yay!
So you roll a d6,
Oh, a D6?
and that's how
Okay.
much damage it does.
D6 is just the regular dice shaped ones, right?
Uh-huh. Just a cube.
2.
Okay. So it's taking a javelin to the shoulder, fucking crossbow bolt straight through the eye, and now a whip on the arm.
I gave
You what?
I gave him a whipping.
Okay.
Still coming, I guess.
Let's see here. How are we gonna do this? That's gonna be hard. Okay, so it. All right, stand by. Okay, so it charges at you full tilt and tries to do a leap onto the cart, and it's kind of dumb and doesn't account for the fact that the cart is moving. So it doesn't face plant it, but it misses the side of the cart and then kind of skids to the side of the road right behind it, and then just turns and looks at you, and that's where it ends its turn. Brandy, your turn again. Oh no, sorry, Jess. It was Jess's turn. My bad.
I only have really one spell that I can use. Because I think I picked poorly.
Do you? I mean, according, if I'm, let me pull up your character sheet here. I believe you have a crossbow, or you could throw a dagger at it. And besides your spells, you have an ability.
You're talking about my Kraken ability?
Yeah.
Let's get cracking.
That one just holds it in place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I do that one.
Okay. I'm going to guess that you pardon me, do this.
I call forth my warlock patron.
I'm guessing that you do this in a position so the tentacles will grab the scarecrow, but not the cart.
Correct.
All right. Strength saving throw. Okay, so I need to know what your spell save DC is. Okay, so it says that's 14. Is that what you have on your sheet? On your last page in your spell section?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, strength saving throw. It fails horribly.
Oh no.
Oh no, that's good. The scarecrow fails.
Oh, okay.
The tentacles come up around it, and it just kind of like wraps around the arms. It's like, and then it just and gets pulled like it collapses on itself into the ground, and it's like wriggling there, screeching.
Screeching.
Yeah, making angry demonic sounds. I don't know. It's angry. It's angry.
Oh.
Brandy, your turn.
Well, do we have to worry about it if her tentacles are holding it into place?
It's only my tentacles are only good while I'm concentrating on it. So if I lose concentration, then it's released.
Well,
So
or when it goes out of visibility, like literally, like you can keep riding down the road and you'll be fine until you go in the mansion. Then the tentacles just poof and it'll charge after you again.
Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm going to shoot it again.
Okay.
Set my dice down. There we go. Alright, so I got 13 plus 5 is 18. Oh. I got 4 total.
4 total?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, is that for your
That last
That was my damage.
the last crossbow bolt goes through its chest, and you see a bunch of straw go everywhere, but it's still struggling. It is not looking good. B, your turn.
Would doing any kind of perception on this would give me any information on it, or like trying to figure out what's going on with this thing I was gonna do?
You could try. I mean, there's always a chance. Probably
Since
not.
I don't. Okay. Well, then I hit it with my shalugi stab.
Okay.
Just pop it on the head with it real good.
All right.
Came in the wrong neighborhood, kid. What do I do?
Roll a 20. Roll a d20, and then you're going to, in this case, add your wisdom and your proficiency instead of the attack bonus that it comes with. So that basically plus 6.
Plus 6. So 19.
19. You definitely hit it. And now you're going to roll the damage, whatever the Are you hitting it one-handed or two-handed?
2?
Okay, so
Might as well.
you're gonna roll a d8, and then you're gonna add your wisdom modifier to it. So that's gonna be a d8 plus 4.
5.
Okay.
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1. That's not a critical though, because it's not a 20, right?
No, that only that matters on your to hit. This is the damage. So it's like 5 feet behind the cart. You basically leap off the cart. You come down on it two-handed. Get a little blue glow around your staff, and you hit it in the middle. There's just kind of like and straw everywhere.
Oh, confetti! Is there anything within the middle of the straw or anything like that? Like I'm like assuming it's like maybe like something controlling it or something.
No. You have like in the middle a bunch of straw knotted together and bits and pieces that are kind of like twitching around, and they slow down and just stop.
I definitely helped that time. Nobody can say not.
Yeah, make sure to recollect my javelin.
Okay.
Ooh, am I allowed to recollect my arrows?
Let's see here. You fired how many?
3.
Okay. Yes, one of them you'll need to go out into the field to find, and the same goes for the javelin. So you need to, like, stop the cart and wait for a few minutes, so everybody goes like, okay, looking for the arrow. But yeah, you find him.
Okay.
And then that's basically it. You're Did I say what? Did I say what time of day you guys were approaching there?
No. Last I heard, it was like, morning when we got up.
Okay. So we'll say it's about noon then.
Yay! Are we earning any experiencing points with all this stuff?
Yes.